Well, I think it's disappointing. It's definitely disappointing for a ratings downgrade whenever it happens, and also a negative outlook. I think that I will just basically say the same thing that I said before when we made the comments about it, and I think that it's very important that the government do its level best to ensure that it lays out a financial plan to international investors and also to this House of Assembly insofar as what is the plan to stabilize Bermuda's deficits. What we have seen is this year's budget, as I've said many times before, represent an increase in spending after 2 years of spending decreases underneath the Progressive Labour Party, and we also had a record deficit in this year's budget, which is the largest deficit that we've had in our history. So I think that it's very important. We've seen that we've had 3 downgrades on the back of that budget, and we've also seen 2 downgrades, I believe, insofar as a negative outlook going forward. These aren't good. A negative outlook means that they believe that there is space that they will push our ratings down further. We hope that that will not happen, and we, as always, will work with the government to ensure that they do the job to put Bermuda's financial house back on a stable path. And I think that's the most important thing to do. We're definitely in a tough situation. There are things that we have to do together. We've always spoken about how we have to make sure that we commit ourselves to economic growth, how we have to diversify the economy, and I think that that's the most important things to focus on. We can't cut our way out of this problem. We have to grow our way out of this problem, and I think that we need to look at the ideas from both sides and make the best determination, because the one thing that we do not want to do is that we do not want to be downgraded further. We'd like for our outlooks to go to being stable and then hopefully return to being positive and possibly upgrades in the future. Well, here's what I would say. I would say that the global recession has lasted for a very long time, and economic conditions are challenging worldwide. The United States is still suffering with its challenges, despite the fact that the central government or the central bank is pumping $85 billion into its economy every month. There's still some challenges in the United States. In Europe, there's still challenges. So we're definitely seeing a lot of challenge around the world. The economic situation that we're in is going to take time to reverse, and I think that what Fitch has said is they're looking forward to growth in 2014, and hopefully we'll have growth in 2014. At the same point in time, Fitch said that they were looking forward to growth in 2011, 2012, 2013. So the timeline keeps on getting pushed back, and it's the same thing that we're seeing with economies around the world. We are hopeful that we're going to return to growth this year. It looks like economic conditions around the world are picking up. We'll see whether or not those conditions continue to pick up when the stimulus from the central bank of the United States is removed from the economy. We are hopeful that it will be, but we'll have to take a wait-and-see approach. What is important for Bermuda is we have to protect our own economic interests, and we have to look to diversify and grow our economy. And that is the only way that we will prosper, and that's the only way that we will grow out of this recession and become stronger.